Okay, y'all, I don't know when that cut off, so I am going to go ahead and do one more video here that is going to focus more on the food than me cooking it. So as you can see, let me cut this back a little bit. Let's stir that. Well, first of all, I'm going to let you see. Look how pretty that is. Isn't that yummy looking? Oh my gosh, that's so good looking. Gorgeous, 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 gorgeous. So you've got your green, you've got your red, you've got a golden tone, you've got meat, you've got vegetables. And no kidding, if I had not used the regular Chick-fil-A that has breading on it, because that does add calories just because of the breading, if I just used the regular grilled, if you don't like spicy, just use the regular grilled. I use spicy grilled this time. And when you order this, you have the option, and it will say, do you want to regular for the Parmesan? Do you want to grilled, or do you want to grilled spicy, or do you want to mix it up? And sometimes I'll do one regular and one grilled, or one time I'll do two grilled, or one time I'll do one regular grill and one spicy grill. Just, I still want it all grilled, but I do want the spice, or whatever you want to do. Or you can keep that chicken and just eat it the next night with some rice and broccoli. And instead of putting any chicken in here, you could put some pork, or you could put whatever you want in here. You can make your own Italian meatballs and put it in here. Whatever you want to do, because what this basically is an Alfredo cream sauce, a tomato paste. So and all of it's pre-done, so it's like it's all nice and ready to go. Noodles and kale and tomatoes. That's it. It's simple, but it's delicious. And I love simple stuff because then you don't got to worry about who's allergic to what and all that kind of stuff. You know exactly what's in there. But if you want to add stuff, that's totally up to you what you add. So again, one of the things I like to do, especially if I know people are coming over and I'm cooking, and I'm going to let it simmer, just a little trick. Get your paper towel just a little bit wet on the rim and go around this rim and just clean it up so it looks pretty while it's cooking. Just kind of clean that edge up a little bit. And that way it doesn't look so, and same thing with your kitchen. Now that you got that little cleaned up a little bit, clean up around here a little bit. Just anything where you spilled something. And for your lemons, you could put this on a pretty little plate if you want to wait. Or let's just say maybe somebody may or may not want lemons. Because for some people, lemons are real acidic and they can't handle that. So I wouldn't automatically, I said I would, but it's because I know that doesn't bother Lance. But see this pretty little plate. Now, some of you may go, oh, Beth, you're so elegant. Y'all, that's a plastic little plate that's used for, guess what? Guess what? Napkins. It's a napkin holder. But I'm going to put the lemons on it for now. And it's not real glass. It's plastic. So I'm just going to line them up and make them pretty. There we go. On this little plate. I hope. I may not make it as pretty as maybe you would. So, that's okay. There we go. Now, doesn't that look pretty? And you can lay that on the table and say there's some lemons if you'd like to put it in your water. Now, for Lance, he'll be like, babe, why didn't you just go ahead and put it in? Because he knows that we love lemons in our water. We make homemade lemonade, so, it works for us. So let me get a napkin, and like I told you, just get it slightly damp and clean up your area so that when your husband comes home, your kids come home, or bring your friends over, or if you've got friends coming over for Bible study or whatever it is that you got, people coming, and really just for yourself. I got to tell y'all, this isn't just a nervous habit. I kind of like to clean up as I go so that my kitchen, when I'm done cooking for other people, I'm also done for me, and I can relax. They can relax. Everybody can relax. And again, let me fold this on the outside. I'm just going to make it pretty. Just real pretty so that it doesn't look messy. Also, if it sits on the stove a long time, it tends to cook this into this enamelware. So there you go. It's nice and pretty. Nice and cleaned up. And I'm done. And I can either put the lid on and just let it simmer. I would leave it a little open just to let it simmer and cut it all the way back. That's just because Lance isn't home yet, y'all. But when you're finished, you're just going to take your Parmesan cheese that came with it, And you are going to sprinkle that over the top. And what would you serve this in? I like to serve it in a bowl. And I like rustic looking bowls. This was from my mother-in-law. It's got little Eiffel Towers on it, so that would be perfect. Little bowl there. Or something even more rustic would be good, like something like this. Something like that. You know, if you want to do it that way. If you feel like you don't want a lot, then maybe get a little bit smaller bowl. And then the other thing that I do is I purchase a Cobb salad. Now you can purchase any salad that you want. And I will, in a smaller bowl, I will split that in two for both of us to have a little bit of salad first with our dinner. And then, oh my gosh, you look like you went all out because you've got salad, you've got this, and then you can say, hey, let's ride back up to Chick-fil-A and get a little bit of their ice cream or one of their chocolate shakes or cookies and cream shake. Or you can have some little something, some cookies, and put them on a pretty little platter. Here's one of the little tricks I like to do. Y'all are learning that I cheat a lot. So I get a pretty plate for everything. And then I put these cute little cookies on it. The little Walker's shortbread, pure butter shortbread round cookies. They're so pretty. And then I mix that up with some of these. These are the Pepperidge Farm Milano dark chocolate cookies. And I'll put them on a little plate, and it looks like, oh my gosh, like that little plate would have been perfect. Let's see what else I've got that I can put them on. That'll make it look so pretty. Hold on, y'all, hold on. And I'll just show you what I mean. Or you could put them in a pretty little bowl. It doesn't have to be. That's what we'll do. We'll put them in a pretty little bowl. A little bowl. Let's do something little. Okay? What am I going to do? We're going to use this. Look at this cute little dish, y'all. That's what I'm going to use. This is the cutest. It's got a little acorn. This is pewter, and that's a little wooden acorn. So this is what I'm going to do. Because these are very high calorie. I'm going to sit them right now like this. But right when he gets home, I'm going to open these up and sit them in this little bowl. And it'll just be 2 cookies. Let's see. I think there's 2 in each one. Is it 2? Yeah. So it'll be a cookie of shortbread and a cookie of dark chocolate each. And that's not, since you're trying to not be overly, eating too much, then we'll just put these out. When I put that out, I'll go ahead and open those real fast when he's getting ready to do the table. I'm going to go ahead and cut the sauce so I don't overcook it. And I'm just going to let it, look at that. I have put in 2 cups of water. Look how that's making the house smell, y'all. Oh my gosh. Now look at it. I want to get this camera angle right down on that, so you can see just how pretty that color is. Let me see if I can move my camera. Let's move this right over there. Now I'll move this. Can y'all see in there? Oh, the camera doesn't fall off the stand and do a dinner. Look at that. Oh my gosh. Isn't that beautiful? I'm loving it. And I'm going to be the big hero when he gets home and he is exhausted. And he's like, babe, I'm too tired to make dinner. Because a lot of times Lance makes dinner because he loves to cook. I like to cook too. But I like to keep it simple. So anyway, you guys, that is it. That is all that I'm going to do. Like I said, once I put all this in the bowl, and I may just use a ladle. I just have this little ladle. And I'll use that to put it in the bowl. I'm going to serve it with a fork and spoon just because it is a noodle product. So you like to do, the twirling spoon like that so that people can twirl. And then once I put his share in there, I'm going to use the whole thing. Just sprinkle this Parmesan on top. Matter of fact, I may give him both because I'm not a big Parmesan person. After all that, I'm not a Parmesan person. Go figure. Okay, so that's got plenty of water in it. I'm going to stir it one more time just to make sure we have melded together all these wonderful tastes. And there's plenty. It's not sticking on the bottom at all. Not at all. Oh my gosh, that looks beautiful. It's good. And that's going to last us for 2 days. That's enough for 2 meals for us. Two helpings each, 2 meals. And so I'll cut the oven off and put this beautiful lid on. And look, when you open it, the color, oh my gosh, it's going to be so pretty. We've got all this already set up. Let's get my little spoons out. We've got my little napkins ready. We've got my, if you really wanted to, I don't think Lance would care. Plus, he's not going to see me do this. But you could go ahead and put the Parmesan in a pretty little bowl. I might go ahead and do that. And with a spoon and let them dip it out themselves. And then also put on the table. I'm not opening this yet now because then these will get stale waiting. But right as he is getting ready to sit down to the table, I'll go ahead and open these and put little cookies out. Put the Parmesan out, the lemon out with the ice water. And just let him just load it up. And y'all, it's just going to be successful. And I want to help y'all to be successful. I want to be successful. And I hope that you guys are enjoying this. And let me know if you want to see some more cooking with Beth videos. And until then, I'll see y'all again soon. Love y'all. Bye!